Good evening, quizzers. I'm sorry to share the tragic news about Sophie's phone. Gosh, what a sad start to the quiz. Rest in peace to Sophie's phone. That is quite tragic. But okay, Tom's still here. Hi, Tom. Hi, Neve. Flying solo tonight. Well, there we go. Good luck to you. And I hope Ollie is enjoying whatever he is up to. Maybe he is flying a disc somewhere. Or just playing with the fish. Who knows? Evening, Jane. There we go. It is 8 o'clock. Welcome to round number 46 of our Stay at Home quiz at 8. Another 20 questions and another 30 points coming up. You found yesterday's quite difficult. We will see how you do today. Of course, one bonus point for the shout out. So please do join in with the chitter chatter. Sophie, you're getting sympathy from Caroline. Caroline, who until fairly recently didn't even have a phone. She didn't bother with a phone. She was free. Not tied to the phone. But no, the thing is, the old phones, when we will get on with the quiz, the old phones, unlike these ones, you used to be able to take the battery out, so you could have multiple batteries. I mean, the battery never died because they lasted weeks, but you could switch the batteries around. I remember doing that. Anyway, evening Barney, evening Steve and Jane and Danielle and Martin. Here we go. Let's go with question number 1. Crossword clue, of course, for the first one. Roast them on an open fire. It's 9 letters long. Roast them on an open fire. Can you solve the crossword clue for your first point? Evening, Stephen and Judith. Yep, Caroline with her iPad. We'd meet up in London. Everybody else would have a little phone in their pocket. Caroline would have an iPad. Brilliant. I used to have an iPad. Once upon a time. I never quite worked out what to do with it though, because it wasn't a phone, it wasn't a computer. It was in that sort of halfway stage. Number 2. Complete the name of this game. Grand Theft what? Complete the name of the game. Grand Theft what? And an evening to my parents as well. It's a long time since I've seen them. We had pancakes for dessert tonight. Oh yes, we did. Very nice. Pancakes, chocolate, and strawberries. Very nice indeed. Number 3. What B is a terminus of the Victoria line? London Underground question. What B is a terminus of the Victoria line? And a good evening to Adrian and Daniel. Hope you had a nice day. Soon to be an international team. Very exciting. Tom thinks he knows the word, but must be spelling it wrong. That's for the crossword puzzle one, I'm assuming. It's alright, because you're going to be marking it. So long as you can work out what you spelt, everything's good. Number 4, here we go. What is Tony the Tiger's catchphrase? Tony the Tiger. You do know who he is. I'm not going to give you any clues. Tony the Tiger. What's his catchphrase? Had an ice cream this afternoon as well. Häagen-Dazs. Ooh, Häagen-Dazs. A little pot. Says you have to leave it out of the freezer for 5 to 10 minutes to acclimatise before you're ready to eat it, for their flavours to really come together. So I was told it was delicious. Question number 5. Celebrity faces. Can you recognise these two? 1 point for each. Who are they? 1 point for each. Evening, Rachel. Hope you had a nice day. And Caitlin, hello to you. Hope you've had a nice day. Everyone's thinking it's an 8-letter word. Let me check. I think you might be doing it in the singular. I think if you add an S on the end, you might find it's a 9-letter word. Neve's kale seeds are out this evening. She lives a thrilling life. No, you will live a thrilling life when it comes to harvest time. It'll be great. Number 6. Aries is represented by which animal? We're talking about the zodiac sign. Aries is represented by which animal? Who's the man on the left? Where? Where? Tom's now got 10 letters for question number 1. That's alright. You keep adding the letters. You'll have written the whole song soon. Ooh. Today, Abigail made salted caramel cookie tray bake. Oh, that is nice. Send some this way. Sophie's favourite, my sister Sophie's favourite flavour is salted caramel. Salted caramel macaroons. Hard to make. Very easy to eat. Question number 7. Where is the oldest university in Europe? Where is the oldest university in Europe? I have visited. I took myself a picture in what claims to be the oldest lecture theatre in Europe. I don't know how genuine that was as a claim, but it's interesting. Interesting place. Where has my hair gone? Steve, it went to the same place as yours went. You've been looking for years. I'm still... I'm not yet at the heights of where you are, but it's on the way. I got rid of it. It was just too much here, and not enough here. Such is life. There we go. Number 8, Itty Bitty Word Game. Time to wash. You're being rude. Time to wash. There's an 8-letter word somewhere in this grid. It works with that clue. See if you can find it. You get a point if you can. Daniel's saying that the original lecture theatre that I went to is actually rebuilt. It's alright. I went. I saw the Disneyland version. Time to wash. If you haven't got it yet, jot down those letters because I'm sure it'll come to you through the quiz. Alright, time to move on to question number 9. It's this question here. Which green cartoon characters travel in the party wagon? Which green cartoon characters travel in the party wagon? I think there are quite a few clues in the question. I think I've been quite kind here. I've ruled out almost every cartoon character. Sophie said she can't spell birthday for 8, so I've done the letters wrong. Oh. Time to wash, it's your birthday. I get it. Very good, very good. Question number 10, double pointer. Name this film and the year that it was released. Name this film and the year that it was released. Can I ask a question? That's not normal, is it? That shoulder muscle. There's something unusual about that, right? To have a line that goes through the middle of your shoulder. That's not right. It looks like the muscle's been sort of cut. There's something weird about it. I mean, I'm not used to muscles myself, so maybe it is normal. It just looks weird to me. I mean, the hair looks weird too. Something makes me think that's not his natural colour. Question number 11. Who was the King of England at the time of the Black Death? Who was the King of England at the time of the Black Death? I wonder what they'll call this one in years to come. A couple of 100 years' time, they'll be studying in the history books. At the Black Death, now, what's this one? The Turquoise Death. Oh, Adrian has wanted to watch that film for weeks. But Daniel won't watch it. I don't know why. I've never watched it either. Daniel refuses, point blank. It will not go on the TV. It's not happening. Claire's caught up. Evening, Claire. Steve's got a line like that, but his is a scar. It's not muscle. Question number 12. 5 points. Sports crests. Can you name the teams? Now, I'm not going to say what league these teams are in because, as I've demonstrated, I haven't got a clue. So, these could be in any league of any sport in any country. See what you can do. Apparently the film is too long and dull. Well, that's as good a reason as any not to watch it. Do you know what YouTube recommended to me today? A fan-made version of a Harry Potter spin-off film. I did click on it, obviously. Watched a couple of minutes. It was awful. Absolutely cringeworthy. Fan fiction is just one thing that I've never really got into, and fan films are clearly something that I'm not going to get into either. Have you watched any? It was weird. It was weird. Totally overdone. Anyway. Why does the bottom one, the one on the bottom right, have a timeline that ends in 2013? Well, maybe they were celebrating something special. Or maybe maybe the team closed in 2013. I haven't got a clue. Here we go, let's move on. There we go. Do you ever feel like a something bag drifting through the something, wanting to start again? This is our blankety blank. It's a very, very famous song. Can you complete the song lyrics for 2 points? Do you ever feel like a something bag, drifting through the something, wanting to start again? It was a special 125 years anniversary, by the way. That is information in from Martin West, who knows his stuff when it comes to football. So that is an authoritative answer. Team closed. Alright, question number 14. Let's see it. Here we go. Chicago and Hairspray both feature a character with the same name. What name? Chicago and Hairspray both feature a character with a certain name. What is that name? That is question number 14. See how well you know those two musicals. Neve is enjoying the lyric questions this week. I'm quite enjoying these lyric questions as well. We've got some good songs coming up. Let's see if you know this one. Syndicate. What is Syndicate? Caitlin had to learn the lyrics for Syndicate. Oh, Martin, you must have been a perfect maths student as well. He's even showing his working out. 2013 minus 1888 equals 125. Question number 15 is another music one, and it's our singing computer. So our computer's going to give us a sing song. All you've got to do in order to get your 2 points is give us the name of the song and the original recording artist. Easy as pie.
I don't want to talk about things we've gone through, though it's hurting me now. It's history. I've played all my cards, and that's what you've done too. Nothing more to say, no more ace to play.
You know it, right? You got it straight away. and you're going to get 2 points for it, I'm sure of it. 1 point for the name of the song, 1 point for the name of the artist. If you want to hear it again, here it is.
I don't wanna talk about things we've gone through, though it's hurting me now. It's history. I've played all my cards, and that's what you've done too. Nothing more to say, no more ace to play.
There we go. And in case you were concerned, Syndicate is the university vocal ensemble at Caitlin's university. There we go. Now we know. Question number 16. In which decade did Instagram launch? In which decade did Instagram launch? It's not my favourite site, I must say. I have an Instagram. Don't really use it. Well, certainly not recently, since not having a life. It's not been much to put on it, to be honest. I did put a picture of a cloud on it once. That's about as exciting as the last 3 months have got for me. I saw a cloud. Question number 17. Can you name the city and the country from this skyline? They all look the same to me. This looks very similar to yesterday's one. Can you name the city and the country from this skyline? If you are struggling for the points, you won't be after this next one. Question number 18. A stick of Brighton rock is typically bought in which seaside city? A stick of Brighton rock is typically bought in which seaside city? And that gets you a point, hopefully, for question number 18. Caitlin and Emma were the stars of Syndicate. That comes in from Stephen, who saw many a concert and enjoyed every moment. Daniel is going to give us some flying photos soon on Instagram, for he has bought a flying pass, known as a ticket. Friends or foes? So tell us, is this quote from Friends or is it from another sitcom? Hopefully easy peasy. Wouldn't be for me because I've never watched them, but hopefully it is for you. Here we go. No one ever listens to me. If the package is this pretty, no one cares what's inside. No one ever listens to me. If the package is this pretty, no one cares what's inside. Is that from Friends? You tell me. Question number 20 and the final one. It's our dingbat for the kingbats. Here we go. Double point puzzle. Can you solve it? What on earth is that? Ja, ein flying pass. Should we do a guessing game? Should we do a guessing game in the comments for roughly how much do you think a flying pass, otherwise known as a ticket, would be between London and Germany? London and Germany. How much? One way. We'll go off peak. How much? I'm not talking how much normally. I'm talking about how much right now, in the midst of our corona crisis. Pop it in the comments. What do you think? Daniel will let you know if you're anywhere close. Oh, the ice cream van is here. Is it? That's exciting. Anyway, just a moment more with this one on the screen, and then we're going to go through the answers. DBILSEGSSUIINSGE. What do you see? It is coming off the screen in 3, 2, 1, and it's gone. Daniel, you are the only person who can't answer. One way from London to Munich. He has the answer. If you want to guess, pop it in the comments. How much do you think this week or next week really, flight. Yeah, it's only one time zone across. It's not a long flight. How much do you think they're charging? All right, here we go. Let's start to go through the answers. Question number 1. Can you solve the crossword clue? Roast them on an open fire. I'm intrigued to see your different spellings here, because we've got all different numbers of letters, apparently. Martin is going with 300. He's calling it £300 for a trip to Germany. You're pretty close, actually, Martin, with that guess. Caroline's going with 80. That's more like normal. Stephen's going with 350. My mum's going with 20 quid. She knows you too well, Daniel. The closest so far is Martin. Martin is the closest so far. I see why you have a spelling issue there, Tom. It's not a spelling issue. It's a word issue. The word is chestnuts. Chestnuts. And let's move on to question number 2. Complete the name of this game. It's Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto. And the answer in from Daniel, by the way, it's £492 to fly on a Saturday, £220 to fly on a Monday. This is an industry which is saying to us, please fly, please fly. We're struggling. Fly, fly. Apparently usually pays £50 for a return. There we go. Anyway, let's focus on the quiz, please, Daniel. Question number 3. What B is a terminus of the Victoria line? It is Brixton. Brixton. Number 4. What is Tony the Tiger's catchphrase, where you'll find him on the front of a cereal box, and he is saying, they're great. They're great. With as many R's as you can get in. Number 5. 2 points. So, on the left, that one is Julian Assange. Julian Assange, before he went into the embassy and grew the big beard. Now looks like a bit of a madman. And on the right, that is Mel C of the Spice Girls. Julian Assange and Mel C. Question number 6. Aries is represented by which animal? The answer is a ram. A ram. Number 7. Where is the oldest university in Europe? The oldest university in Europe. Danielle missed the answer to question number 3. She was just having so much fun thinking about Daniel's trip to Munich. The answer is Brixton. Brixton for number 3. It is certainly not the answer for the oldest university in Europe. That is Bologna. Bologna. Number 8, and our itty-bitty word game. There's an 8-letter word somewhere in here. It works with the clue time to wash. Let's highlight the letters. It is bathroom. Bathroom. Well done if you managed to get it right. Bathroom. Question number 9. Which green cartoon characters travel in the party wagon? That is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Number 10. Double points. Can you name this film and the year that it was released? The film is called Troy. And the year was 2004. Troy and 2004. Question number 11. Who was the King of England at the time of the Black Death? King of England at the time of the Black Death. This was Edward III. Edward III. Who knew? Who knew? Number 12. Well, we know who knows this one. 5 points if you can tell me all 5 of these. They are football crests of teams. They're not all British teams. I know that much. Only because one of them is named after the city that it's in. Here we go, let's go through them. You've got Norwich City. You've got Nottingham Forest. You've got Reading. You've got Celtic, or Celtic. And Barcelona. Of them, the only one I recognise is Barcelona. That is the one in the middle. The one that looks like it's the logo for your local town council, that one is Nottingham Forest. So there you go. Norwich City, Nottingham Forest, Reading, Barcelona and Celtic. Norwich is British. It is British. Quite right. Barcelona, however, is not. Well done, Steve. You got them all right. Do you ever feel like a something bag drifting through the something, wanting to start again? Neve got one of the football ones. Well done, Neve. It's one more than me. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Oh, Martin's got some friends who support Nottingham Forest. Oh dear, I should have kept my mouth shut. Question number 14. Chicago and Hairspray both feature a character with what name? The name is Velma. Velma. Velma is Tracy Turnblad's mother, right? And also Velma is, of course, pretty central to Chicago. Question number 15. Singing computer. Here we go. Let's have a sing song. Let's have a listen to what the computer sang for us.
I don't wanna talk about things we've gone through, though it's hurting me now. It's history. I've played all my cards and that's what you've done too. Nothing more to say, no more ace to play.
And the answer to that one is ABBA. It's ABBA again. And the song today is The Winner Takes It All. The winner takes it all. As of course happens in this evening's quiz. All the glory and none of the prizes. Winner Takes It All by ABBA. Oh, it's Amber's mum. It's Amber's mum. There we go. Caitlin coming in with surnames and all. Look, Velma Kelly and Velma Von Tassel. And Scooby-Doo has a Velma as well. Thanks, Claire. There we go. Number 16. In which decade did Instagram launch? You just need the decade, not the year. The decade was 2010s. The 2010s. So I don't really know what we call that decade. I don't know. Is it called the tens? I'm not really sure. But anyway, it was actually, the exact year was 2010. That was when Instagram launched. 17. Can you name the city and the country from this skyline? This is Toronto, this city, Toronto, and therefore it is in Canada. Toronto and Canada. Easy one coming up next, and a local one for some of our players. A stick of Brighton Rock is typically bought in which seaside city? Stick of Brighton Rock is typically bought in which seaside city? And it is Brighton and Hove. Brighton and Hove. But of course, we will allow just Brighton. Brighton will get you the point. Number 19. Friends or foes? This quote comes from a sitcom. All you needed to tell me is the sitcom Friends. No one ever listens to me. If the package is this pretty, no one cares what's inside. If the package is this pretty, no one cares what's inside. This is a quote from Friends. This is a Friends quote. I'm sure some of our Friends enthusiasts will be able to tell us exactly the episode and the minute in the episode and the character who said it and what they were wearing and what they were drinking and everything about it. I just know that it comes from Friends. No one ever listens to me. If the package is this pretty, no one cares what's inside. Right, number 20, final one. Dingbats. Double points. Caitlin's dad, before we get to the answer to this one, Caitlin's dad had a crush on Thelma or Velma's hair from Scooby-Doo when he was younger. Well, there we go. I'm pretty sure the fancy dress shop in Southampton, I don't know, there are fancy dress shops elsewhere, I just haven't been in them. But the fancy dress shop in Southampton, you can actually get a wig of her hairstyle. So maybe that's a good Father's Day gift. Just a suggestion. Daniel, you've got it. Well done. Blessings in disguise. Martin got it as well. Blessings in disguise is exactly the right answer for our dingbat today. It works with the same logic as yesterday's one. The word blessings is inside, or blessing is inside the word disguise in the run of letters there. Well done indeed. Double points if you got it. Double points indeed. How you doing? See, I know that. I know that's from friends. That's from friends. Alright, time to tally up those scores, see how well you did today, see who our winners are. Remember, tomorrow we will be taking nominations for our theme for Sunday, so have a think, what's it going to be? And then we will put them to the vote on Thursday evening. So tomorrow at 8 o'clock, bring your best ideas. We've had some great suggestions over the weeks, and so looking forward to seeing what we might be doing for this Sunday's one. Tomorrow you can nominate. Alright, let's see how well you've done. Tally up those points. It's out of 30. Of course, one of those points comes from a shout out. If you get in the single digits, then you are encouraged, nay instructed, to double your score until you get into double digits. Here we go, the points are in. Neve starting the scoring for us. On her own tonight, she doesn't have a teammate, but she still does more than half at 16 points. Well done. 20 points for Adrian and Daniel, as then the football questions are a bit of an own goal for them. 18 points for Caitlin, 16 points for my parents, which is an improvement from yesterday. 14 for Grandma, 18 for Caroline, 19 for Tom, 19 for Claire and Matt, 27 for the West. That is a staggeringly high score. My goodness gracious me. Wow. We have like two tables here, two league tables. We've got the senior league and the and the rest. 27 for the West, 20 for Jane and Steve and Barney, 26 for Michelle, Samuel and Alice, 16 for my Bubba and Grandad. So we've definitely got two different sets here. Wowee. 20 for Josh, well done. 25 for the transatlantic team of Auntie Cheryl, Uncle Simon and Nari Maureen. 12 for Rachel. Wowee. So, I think it's time that we called it. I don't think we need to wait for any more scores, because I think it's fairly obvious who's won. Well done, Stephen, as well. 22 points. Good score tonight. But 27 points. I think that's a runaway win. And so well done to the Wests for their win tonight. 27 points takes it. And we look forward to tomorrow's round to find out who will win our next Stay at Home quiz at 8 o'clock tomorrow. The balloons will be out tomorrow. I'll let you know whose birthday it is when we start the game. Thanks for playing. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.